Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're doing okay and having a great day and amazing week. My name is Effy and today we're just testing some makeup. I was going to say new makeup, but I don't think much of it is very new. I've got the Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland palette. Isn't she pretty? So we'll be testing that, and then I also have this tray of stuff. Some of it's been sent to me actually. Weirdly, I got sent some stuff by Maybelline, which I'm not complaining, but I wasn't expecting it. And then some other stuff that I've just picked up. I will, of course, tell you what is bought and what has been sent to me. But as always, regardless of whether something is sent to me or not, my opinions are always honest because there's no point lying. But anyway, if that sounds interesting to you, please do just keep on watching. I've started with my face completely bare because this is the first video I'm filming today, and I just thought I'd start with nothing on my face. But if you'd like to see me test out all this makeup and give my opinions on it, then please do just keep on watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video every Wednesday and it is always makeup related, so if that sounds interesting to you, then please do hit the subscribe button, keep on watching. I can't remember how to do an intro, let's just get on with it. So I am going to start with my eyes. I do not have an eye primer to test, so I'm just going in with the Beauty Bay Eye Base in shade 2. As usual, we're going to do one eye on camera, one eye off camera, and honestly I have not even given a moment's thought to what look I'm going to do. Obviously the palette is blue and purple. It's a very beautiful palette. I have tried 3 Cosmic Brushes palettes already. The Royal Rose, which has been discontinued, the Serenity palette, which I actually think is very similar to this. It's kind of in that cool tone, but it's got a few more like pops of green and things like that. And then recently on my channel I tried, let me just check, ooh, Delicious Delights. It doesn't say it on the spine, so I look up there and I've got my Cosmic Brushes ones, but I can't tell which one's which. I just have to look at the colour and hope it reminds me. But yeah, they are in general a really good brand, really good quality. I think I'm just going to do quite like a purple look. I'm going to start with the dark blue down here. That's actually a really pigmented dark blue. I kind of expected it to be good quality because I have used the brand before and I do expect good quality from them. However, I also am aware that dark blues, dark purples can be quite difficult to formulate. They can come out quite patchy on the eye. But this one seems to be going on pretty well, building up nicely. I have just sort of packed it on in the shape that I want it, and I will blend it out afterwards like I normally do. Now I'm going to take this dark purple up here called Magical. I will say this palette is, I'm looking at it, it's just gorgeous. I have the Beauty Bay, what's the blue palette called? Midnight? Midnight. Don't know why I'm forgetting everything today. It's not like I've owned these palettes for years at this point, but I have the Beauty Bay Midnights palette and it sort of gives similar vibes, sort of the blues and purple. I think what makes this different is this row here of like tealy, greeny, mint sort of shades, and obviously the shimmers. We've got a duochrome here, I don't know how we can see it. It's blue there, purple. Stunning. The rest is sort of just standard shimmers, I think. This one is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I'm not getting distracted by shimmers yet. It has to wait, otherwise I'll be here all day. I don't know why, I feel quite nervous doing this look, but that's gone on really nicely. It's actually started to blend a little bit with that darker blue, and I think what is important is you can tell the difference between those two colours on my eyelid. A lot of the times, because I am just pale, if I put a dark blue next to a dark purple, next to a dark green, they're all gonna look the same. But these don't, I can see the difference. There is definitely a sort of more richness to that purple that the blue doesn't have because it's more of like a navy. It doesn't have that richness that the purple does. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I like both of the shades is what I'm getting at. Now I'm going in with this shade here next to it called Calm. It's got a cute little snowflake embossing, and so does a few of the other shades, and I'm kind of sad that I have to mess it up, but I need the shade. That is a gorgeous shade. Unfortunately, it is one of those pastel-y type shades that sort of takes over, and it's not a criticism of this formula, it's just what happens with pastel shades. Sometimes if you put a pastel shade on top of a darker shade, it takes over a little bit so you can't see the shade underneath it. It's just a blending issue. It means that when I go back through to reblend these shades in a moment, I'll just have to take a little bit more effort with it, which is absolutely fine. I'm happy to do that. But something worth noting, if you've never used sort of a pastel-y shade on top of a dark shade, it can sometimes take over, which you wouldn't expect because it's a lighter shade, but it does happen. Now I'm going in with this shade here called Blanket. This is a gorgeous shade, and I like how you've sort of got a gradient within each colour scheme, because I would say you've sort of got a purpley colour scheme up here, then you've got this sort of like tealy colour shade, and then you've also got like black, blue, sort of down the bottom. The teals you've got dark, medium, light. The purples you've got dark, medium, light. The blues you've got black in here, which is great. You've got a dark blue, a medium blue, and this icicle shade is sort of a light blue. So you can create a cohesive look in any of those three colour shades if you wanted to. That is a perfect shade for blending out the purples. It's pale, so it might not work on everyone, but it's pale enough where it's still blending everything out, but it's got that hint of purple in it. I was thinking I'd have to go in with this shade here called Snowfall to help blend it out even more. I don't think I need to. I think this palette is really well thought out in terms of blending and colours, because you do have the blending shades that you need, which a lot of palettes sometimes miss out. Especially when you consider this palette is only 20 shades. You've got 20 shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of which are shimmer, so they can't be used for blending out. They've done a really good job of making sure there are blending shades in here with what's left. Speaking of blending, what I'm going to do now is go back through and just blend all of those colours. I am liking how it's just sort of naturally blended itself, but it will just take just a smidge more work. I might just cut it out because genuinely it's not going to be a lot of work, because as you can see it's already blended quite well. So I might just cut it out and then we can crack on with the shimmer, which is what we're really excited for, isn't it? There we go. Honestly, that took me about 2 or 3 minutes. They blend so well together. We love that, because I understand that for a lot of people who may be new to makeup, this can be a quite intimidating palette, but genuinely, Cosmic Brushes make probably some of the most blendable shades, especially for an indie brand, because they're not that big. They are UK based. They do make really good palettes that, although they may look intimidating to a beginner, they blend well. They're actually pretty easy to work with, so I feel like a lot of people could really get on well with these. Oh, I've just noticed this shade is also a duochrome, so as you can see it's sort of pinky purple and then it shifts to blue. That's quite nice. They tend to have 1 or 2 duochromes in every palette, I've noticed. I will say duochromes intimidate me because I feel like it looks like it matches the look in some lights and then you move and then it doesn't match the look. Because if I put this one on, you can see blue, and I think that would work quite nicely with this look. But then you shift it and it's got like a pink, and I don't know if that would work with this look. I'm quite scared. I'm going to swatch a few, because I think I'm going to go for this shade here, Comfort. That sort of lilac-y shade. So I'll swatch some of the other ones. So let's go with the duochrome Atmosphere. It literally, it's so smooth. I kind of want to put that on my eyes now. That's so smooth. It literally looks like it's been painted onto my finger. We'll go for Reflection. Beautiful. Those two kind of look like the same shade, but then you obviously get like the duochrome in this one. You can sort of see it goes pink, whereas this one doesn't. But that's very nice. Ooh. Let's go for Frost, which is down here in the corner. That's pretty. That's very icy. If I were doing a blue look, that would be perfect through the centre and on the inner corner. And then I've got to do it. Winter Solstice, the other duochrome. Oh, that's so pretty. See how it's like pinky peach and then it goes like green? How is that possible? It's so pretty. It looks so pretty there. I think the shade I'm going to use is going to be Comfort because it looks very pretty. I haven't even swatched it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty. That's like a nice line. That's going to go perfectly with the eyeshadow. I'm sorry I'm not doing a duochrome. They just scare me. Ooh, that's pretty. I mean, it's falling out on my t-shirt and my face. That's not a big deal. This is why we do our eyes first. It's very glittery, but it's really nice. Now all I'm going to do just to finish off this look is take my darkest shade, which was that Clear Skies dark blue, and just take it over the edge at a slight angle, just so that it looks a little bit more blended. It's been a while since I've had such a dramatic dark look on my eyes, that's why I'm a bit taken aback, but I do really like it. I think their palettes are like £28, which is quite expensive, but they are an indie UK based brand and they are extremely good quality. I understand £28 is a lot, I'm not telling you to go out and buy it, but if you were interested, I do recommend it if it is good. And now I will do my other eye. Okay, eyes are done. Everything I said about the palette still stands. I really, really like it. I actually really like this look on me, and I generally don't go for purples. But for some reason I'm loving this so much. This, big win. Love Cosmic brushes. Genuinely one of my favourite brands. Indie or not, their palettes are some of my favourites. So, primer. I'm a little bit worried about this. This was sent to me, and this was the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Perfector 2-in-1 Glow Makeup Primer, Concealer, Highlighter, BB Cream, blah 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 blah. This is the shade 00 Fair Light. I'm using it as a primer. Ooh, I think something might be coming out. Can we see it? Yeah, we can see it. It looks white. Okay. Oh, it does have some shade to it, okay. This was very kindly sent to me, by the way, by Maybelline, or by someone. I don't even know how they got my address. I'm not touching this with my hands, I refuse. But thankfully, I have a brush that I use for primers. I wouldn't call this, oh maybe it is a BB cream. It definitely has given some very, very light coverage. I personally would not wear this lower coverage. I mean, my skin is still breaking out all over the place. I think I've just had like a really aggressive time of the month. It does say primer, concealer, highlighter, BB cream. I do think it's a BB cream. Highlighter, it has given me a glow on my forehead, and actually I think it's really nice and hydrating. It's like giving me a nice glow. It's made my skin look quite healthy. So I would count this as a BB cream. I would count it as maybe a subtle highlighter, I guess. And I would count it as a primer. Well, I guess we're going to find out when I put my foundation on top. I don't think I'd count this as a concealer. I don't see how something can be both a concealer and a BB cream. In summer, which it currently is not, I think this would be really good at just hydrating skin, giving it a little bit of evening out, and looking quite nice. Foundation. We have the L'Oreal Infallible 32 Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Vitamin C, SPF 25. I have the shade 10 Neutral. I picked this up myself. Oh, comes out pretty quickly. Very liquidy. Very liquidy. Get it on my face. I'm not testing it with a brush because I don't use brushes for my foundation. The shade might be slightly wrong. Let's ignore that. I like it. It's quite nice. It's got a good level of coverage, but what I will say is I feel like I'm saying that constantly at the minute. I feel like every foundation I try is just a good level of coverage. Like it's so hard to find like a super full coverage foundation anywhere nowadays. And I get it, it's more trendy to have like lower coverage and whatever, but some of us want a full coverage foundation every now and then, and we can't really find one. But I do like this. The shade I actually think is fine. It just looked weird. against my face. Maybe my face is just a little bit more tanned than my neck. Yeah, I actually quite like this. I think this would look good on the like everyday. My skin still has a little bit of a glow to it. It doesn't look dry anywhere actually. This is actually a really good foundation. This works well for me. Don't get me wrong, it's not completely covered up the hell that is on my face, but I wasn't really expecting it to. This was also sent to me. It's the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 00. Another one of these puffy caps that I don't particularly like. Let's do it together. Anytime today. Oh, it's out. The shade doesn't look great. Yeah, the shade doesn't look great. It's quite peachy, but we're just going to chuck it under our eyes. A little bit here. I'm not getting the vibe of full coverage, but we will see. I'm going to test it on like this area of my skin. Blends nicely. Blends really nicely. Pleasantly surprised. It blends really easily. It looks nice on the skin. The shade, once blended out, is actually fine. And it actually looks surprisingly good under my eyes. Like, I genuinely don't think I have another concealer that looks this good under my eyes. I reckon the shade, with it being a little bit peachier, is probably colour correcting ever so slightly. And I think because it's so thin, it's not settling into my creases under my eyes. Genuinely so surprised at that. I'm not somebody that really cares about creases under my eyes. At the end of the day, that's what eyes do, they crease. This is a whole new world of concealer for me. I've seen people like raving about this and really loving it and going on and on and on about how good it is. I actually believe them now, and I very rarely think that products are worth the amount of hype that they get, but I cannot get over how smooth my under eyes look. Okay, liquid blush. This was also sent to me by Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Sun Kisser blush in the shade 01 Downtown Rush. I first saw this and thought it was a lip gloss, I'll be honest. Did not realise it was a blush, and then I read it and I was like, oh, okay. It's a blush. Ooh, it looks quite nice. Oh, that might have been too much. I have no idea how pigmented this is. I get the vibe it's not going to be super pigmented, but I could be wrong. I wasn't wrong, it's not super pigmented, but it does have more pigment than I was expecting. I think because in my head I viewed it as a lip gloss, I was like, oh, it's not going to have that much pigment. It does. It does. It's very nice. Blended out super easily. Have I been living under a rock? Because I don't know what it is, but with Maybelline, I always just think, meh, it's just a drugstore brand, nothing special. Is that what they used to be like and they've like changed something and now they're really good? Or have I been like missing out on Maybelline my entire life? This is really nice. I might have to do a full-on testing Maybelline video because I really like how that primer worked, the concealer worked, this worked. I have also got a mascara and a lip liner to test from them in this video, which again was sent to me. That's really, really nice. I do have more on this side, but that's my bad. Wow. It blends so easily, so nicely. It's a very like wet formula. Like if you compare it to like the Made by Mitchell blushes, it's a lot more wet. It's taken off my foundation a little bit on my nose, but for some reason that just happens with me. There we go. That's better. Problem solved. Wow. I am going to pop on a powder because I don't have one to test. I do have blush and bronzers to test, so I will come back for those. I will say my eyes are creasing a little bit, but I haven't set them. And realistically, My eyes crease within seconds when I don't set them. And just a little dab out and they're back to looking perfect again. Base is set. I just used the Trigwell Cosmetics powder that I tested a couple of videos back. I think my skin looks really, really nice. I will say my nose is a little bit weird. I'm putting that down to my nose more than anything else. My nose is always just a little bit weird. It's probably just a little bit weird this morning, I'm not really sure. My skin looks really nice. So blush is something I've tested before actually, but it's in new packaging and it's a different shade. So this is the collection blush in the shade Peach number 5. I have tested a cosmetic collection blush before, a very long time ago, back at the start of my channel probably. But I don't remember it being in this packaging. Maybe it was, who knows. But yeah, I just thought, why not test it again? And it's probably going to go with this blush quite nicely. Why is my brush so dirty? Okay. I don't know how pigmented this is going to be, so I don't know why I'm tapping into it loads. I think that's quite nice. I can't remember how much this was, but collection is extremely, extremely cheap. Probably one of the cheapest makeup brands out there, along with like MUA. Revolution's prices are going up a little bit, I have noticed. But if you're looking for a cheap blush, this is pretty nice. And I think they have maybe, well, if this is Peach number 5, I'm going to go ahead and assume they have at least 5 shades. If not, that would be silly. But that's really nice. And it's the type of blush shade that I will use a lot. So I'm pretty happy with it. Now for bronzer, and I'm actually excited. I get excited a lot about makeup, but do we all know what this is? If you don't, that's okay. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. She is well known in the beauty community, let me tell you. Every influencer and their nan had this bronzer. I'm taking it out of the box the wrong way, but it's because I can't bother to deal with the security seal. I can already smell it. I thought it was going to smell nice. I don't particularly like the smell. But it is a strong smell. So, if you don't know what this is, this bronzer had a chokehold on the beauty community for the longest time. And I never tried it. Today's the day. You do open it up and it comes with a, whatever the hell this is. Ugh, that's disgusting. Don't like that. It does have a little mirror. Bit silly to have it sort of on the underside of the thing you're trying to apply. I can't, It kind of smells coconutty. I don't like coconut. Oh, actually that is there. And it is quite nice. It's subtle. Not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Though I wonder if I picked up a different shade, because I swear the packaging used to have yellow on it and this doesn't. So maybe I have picked up like a lighter shade. I was very confused in Boots. What I will say is, it's very matte, and I don't know when the switch happened. I'm blaming Mitchell from Made by Mitchell because his bronzer pods have a little bit of glow to them. And I really liked that. So I think now, having such a matte bronzer on is quite bizarre for me. But that's actually really nice. I really like the subtlety to it because it's not too in your face. That's actually really nice. It even looks nice on the nose. Ooh, it looks very nice on the nose actually. Ooh, this is a nice bronzer. Yeah, I actually quite like that. The packaging is very bulky and my bronzer box is pretty much full. So I'll figure that out. But this is nice. What I will do now is go off camera, do my highlight, do my lower lash line, and do my brows, and then we'll come back and do mascara and lips because that's all I've left to test. So I'll see you in a moment and then we'll carry on. I'm back, brows are done, a little bit more similar not perfect by any means. I've got this drawer filled with eyeliner pencils, and I'm desperately trying to find a dark purple, but I don't think I have one. I'll just put this one in. It's a lilac, it kind of goes. Now I have a mascara to test. This is the Maybelline, again sent to me. The Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. There's the one. Oh, it's got a little bit of a curve to it. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. Natural bristle. Let's pop it on, shall we? Okay, I put the mascara on. The reason why I've done it off camera is because I've actually filmed a little testing video over on TikTok for this, but I am still going to give you my full opinion. But if you want to see it being applied, it's over on my TikTok. I rank this a 6.57 out of 10. I know that's not what I normally do on this channel. I sort of just say whether I like something or not. But mascara is a tricky one. I do like it. I do think the formula is a little bit wet. I think give it a week or two to dry out the formula. I'm going to prefer it. Definitely makes my lashes black. Makes them look a little bit separated and fluttery, which we all know I like. I feel like it's making them look a little bit longer. Obviously I didn't curl my lashes, but I don't think it's giving me as much curl. And I was expecting a little bit of curl just because of the sort of bent wand. I feel like I have other mascaras with a curved wand that do give me a little bit better curl. But on the whole, I do like this. I just don't think it's going to beat out other mascaras that I prefer. Like the Milk Rise mascara is my current go-to. This isn't going to beat that. It's not going to beat out the Urban Decay Wild. It's not going to beat out the Mina one that I tested the other week, which I actually really quite like. Yeah, this is nice. I will wear it. If I wear it for a full day, I will drop a comment and let you know what sort of wearability it has, because I'm not wearing this makeup all day. I might wear it for a while, but not all day. But yeah, I do actually quite like that. I think that looks really nice. It's just not anything special in my mascara collection personally. So our lip liner is from Maybelline. It's very kindly sent to me. Still can't believe Maybelline sent me products. Thank you, Maybelline. But this is the Lifter Liner Lip Liner in the shade 2 Let's Bounce. Also on the lip liner, I like it. Very pigmented. Goes on really nicely. It's not super creamy, which gives me the impression it would last relatively well. The colour is very unique. It's almost got like it's a cool tone brown, but I can't tell if it's got a little hint of like either rosiness or even like an ever so slight purpley tint. But I actually really like that. It does feel a little bit dry. I know it's a lip pencil, they're not meant to be hydrating, and also my lips are stupidly dry currently because it's winter. But yeah, I actually really quite like that, and actually I think it goes relatively well. Oh, it actually matches my t-shirt. I didn't notice. See, but that's what I mean. My t-shirt is like a maroony colour. Burgundy-esque, some might say. But this lip is meant to be a brown. That's what makes me think it has like a touch of either red or purple. I can't quite tell. And the fact that I think it's going quite well with the eyes makes me think it has a little hint of something. Please tell me I'm not going insane. Anyway, lipstick. Milani. This wasn't sent to me. This came actually in, does anyone remember how I went to the Superdrug Presents event? This was in the goodie bag. I think I did a video opening it up, but this is, it doesn't have a name of the product. I think it's just Milani lipstick, and it's in the shade 84 Honey Rose. This is not what I was expecting. It went on quite sheer, and I had to really quite like get it warmed up so that you can't see specifically where the lip liner is and where the lip liner isn't. But it's not a matte formula. It's so bizarre. It's a very thick feeling. It almost feels like a balm. Weird. Yeah, it's definitely not matte. It's definitely got like a glossy balm to it. I quite like it. Again, it's sort of adding to that like plummy burgundy-esque colour. This lip goes perfectly with my t-shirt. The eyes, I feel like because it does have a little bit of that reddy purpliness to it, it doesn't look super out of place. Obviously doesn't match perfectly. Obviously not putting this colour on my lips. So that's fine. I actually really like this lip combo if we ignore the eyes. I really like the lip combo. It's perfect for autumn, winter, spring, summer, all year round really. Now I am going to put on a bit of a lip gloss, even though the lipstick does have a bit of a, I don't even know what finish it is. It's not a matte finish, it's almost like a satiny finish to it. But yeah, we're going to put on the lip gloss because I want to test it. So this is the NYX Lip Drip Fat Oil in the shade Chillin' Like a Villain. That doesn't rhyme. Chillin' Like a Villain. Maybe I'll just never pronounce the word villain correctly. This again, very kindly sent to me by NYX quite a while ago now. Doe foot is quite big. It smells like alcohol. I'm being serious, it smells like recorder lick, which is a fruity cider. But let's pop this on. Okay, I've just sort of popped some on the centre of my lips. It has kind of destroyed the doe foot a little bit, not loads, it's looking fine. I do think this makes it a bit more pinky. Actually, what I'm going to do is just pop a bit on the back of my hand just so we can see what the actual colour is without all the lipstick. Yeah, sort of like a pinky brown, which I would wear that. I'm not a massive gloss person. If I'm going to wear a gloss, I do prefer it to have pigment, which this definitely does. And I'd probably just wear it with a lip liner. And actually, I think with this lip, I'm wiping it off my hand because I don't like the feel of it on my skin. My lips is fine, just not the rest of me. I think this actually really helps the lip because it does have a little bit of pinkiness to it. Feels nice. It's a thick lip gloss. It feels luxurious. Not sticky. Not getting any stringy bits. That's good. Is my makeup done? I feel like this video has lasted 1,000 years, but it's because I've been filming 2 other TikToks at the same time and now my battery is flashing at me, which is a sign that I've been filming for too long. But let's do a quick final thoughts. Eyeshadow, love it, perfect, amazing, 10 out of 10. I'm not doing out of 10 rankings for everything. I think I pretty much liked everything in this video. Primer, pleasantly surprised at. Foundation, pleasantly surprised at. Concealer, pleasantly surprised at. Cream blush, pleasantly surprised at. Honest to God, I'm going to do a testing Maybelline video. Don't know when, but I'm going to do a testing Maybelline because every single Maybelline product I've tested in this video, I've liked. The mascara is probably my least favourite of the Maybelline products I've tested, and it's still a really good mascara. I can't believe I've made it this far into my life without realising the value of Maybelline. Big fan of everything, really. That's a nice way to end the video. I feel like a couple of my testing videos have been a bit recently, so I'm actually quite happy to have one that I really like how I look. I didn't even put any setting spray on, did I? But my skin just looks better, and part of that will be because my natural oils are starting to come through and whatever, but big fan, really like it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this video that I dislike, which is really good from me. Yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and go and charge my battery because it's flashing at me. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If there's anything else you'd like me to test in future videos, please just drop me a comment and let me know. If you liked my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video every Wednesday, and it's always makeup related, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is a place for you. I will be doing more testing videos as well. Some of them will be brand specific, some of them will be a bit more like this one where it's a bit of everything, so let me know which ones you prefer. But there we go. Let me know what you think of this look, because I actually am really digging it, and I've got like other videos to film with this makeup on, so I'm quite happy that I like it. Oh, you will see this makeup a couple more times because I have other videos to film, and one of them I'll be wearing this makeup. But anyway, that's enough rambling. I hope you have a great day, an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!